Glitter. Tiny, shiny chaos. It clings to your skin, hides in your carpet, and somehow ends up in your food. You think it's a modern invention.
That's the real question, isn't it?
But nope. Humans were obsessed with sparkle long before religion even existed. Archaeologists have found mica dust, malachite, and crushed minerals smeared on bodies tens of thousands of years ago. Today, glitter doesn't come from rocks. It's engineered in massive factories, sliced down to microscopic pieces of plastic or aluminum so uniform they catch the light just right. And we're about to go inside and see exactly how it's made. But here's the strange part.
What's wrong with that?
No one outside the industry knows who the biggest glitter buyer in the world is. A journalist once pressed a company insider for the answer, and the only response was, they wouldn't want you to know. That single sentence sparked endless theories. Is it car paint, cosmetics, toothpaste, even the military? Nobody has ever confirmed the truth. Drop your theory in the comments below.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Okay, time to cut through the glitter and catch the ultimate buyer in the spotlight. Coating. The story begins with giant rolls of film. Most commercial glitter starts with polyester, a tough, flexible plastic that doesn't tear easily. It arrives as long, flat sheets that look more like packaging film than anything decorative. But the shine comes from a second layer, a microscopic coating of aluminum. This thin metallic layer is what creates the reflective surface that bounces light back toward your eyes. Depending on the type of glitter, additional layers are added. Transparent colored dyes for rainbow effects, or even holographic coatings that shift color as you move them. Cutting. Once the film is prepared, it has to be cut down. And this is where glitter manufacturing becomes highly specialized. You can't just shred the film into random scraps. Glitter has to be uniform. Each piece needs to be precisely shaped and measured so it looks consistent and doesn't create sharp, irregular edges. The machines that do this are called rotary cutters. Imagine a giant rolling pin covered in microscopic blades. As the sheet of coated film is fed through, the blades punch down again and again, slicing the material into millions of identical particles. The shapes vary depending on the intended use. Craft glitter is often cut into hexagons because hexagons pack together well and minimize waste during cutting. Square or rectangular glitter is less common, but it exists. And there are even specialty cutters that can make stars, circles, or diamond shapes. The size is just as important as the shape. Craft glitter might be a full millimeter across, big enough to see clearly on construction paper. Cosmetic glitter, the kind used in makeup, is much smaller, sometimes less than 1/10 of a millimeter. The smaller the glitter, the more it feels like a soft powder rather than tiny shards, which makes it safer for use on skin. Sieving. But the glitter leaving the cutting machine isn't perfect yet. It contains dust, scraps, and irregular pieces. To clean it, manufacturers run it through a series of filters and sifters. Think of it like panning for gold, except the goal here is consistency. The sieves separate the glitter into uniform sizes, discarding anything that's too big, too small, or jagged. What's left behind is pure, clean glitter, sorted by size and color. Packaging. From there, it's packaged. Big buyers like makeup brands, toy manufacturers, or art supplies get glitter in massive bags, each one holding millions of tiny reflective pieces. Smaller quantities are poured into the shakers and packets you find in craft stores. And because glitter is so clingy, this is the messiest step. Even inside the factory, workers know that glitter escapes easily. A single pinch can spread across clothes, machinery, and even ventilation systems. Employees sometimes joke that once you've been inside a glitter plant, you'll be sparkling for weeks. The controversy. That uncontrollable spread has given glitter an almost mythic reputation. In 2018, a New York Times article revealed that one of the largest glitter manufacturers in America refused to disclose who their biggest customer was. When pressed, the company representative said only, Because they don't want anyone to know that it is glitter.
Because they don't want anyone to know that it is glitter.
This sparked a wave of speculation. Some believed it was the military, using glitter-like particles for reflective camouflage or missile decoys. Others thought it might be car paint companies, embedding glitter into metallic finishes. What journalists and researchers later uncovered is that glitter isn't just for crafts or cosmetics at all. Glitter companies are really precision-cutting firms that supply industries ranging from aerospace to defense. Their technology has been used to create radar-scattering chaff, holograms in currency, specialty coatings in automotive paint, and even additives in rocket fuel. In fact, the inventor of modern glitter, Henry Rushman, once consulted on the Manhattan Project because of his expertise in fine material cutting. The secrecy makes sense when you realize glitter isn't just decoration. It's tied to industries where confidentiality is the rule. There's even more to the lore surrounding glitter, and it comes from scientists studying pollution who have pointed out that glitter is essentially a microplastic. It's small enough to escape water treatments, and its reflective aluminum coating doesn't biodegrade. That's why in recent years there's been a push for eco-friendly glitter, made not from polyester, but from plant-based cellulose film. This kind of glitter can still be cut, dyed, and coated like traditional plastic glitter, but it breaks down naturally in the environment. Cosmetic brands, especially those that market themselves as sustainable, are increasingly switching to this type. Even with years of speculation, controversy, and investigative reporting, the central mystery remains unsolved. Who is the biggest buyer of glitter? Why the secrecy? Perhaps we'll never even come close to knowing. Or maybe with enough curiosity, someone will finally piece it together. Until then, let us know your favorite theory in the comments, because who knows, maybe we'll be the ones to finally solve it.